So, what's the difference between an author and a writer? Um, Essentially, I mean, we're both right, but to be more specific, an author is more like a person who writes maybe one book per year, maybe once every couple of years, maybe once every 5 years. Like Salman Rushdie is an author. A lot of the professors that taught at my writing school, Vermont College, are authors. They can't really make a living from their words, so they teach. And their style is more literary, more highbrow, I guess you should say, even though I think my books stand up to any literature. Of course, I'm biased, but and it's sort of a struggle for them to write. They go through periods where they don't write anything, and they polish and they polish and they polish the manuscript they're working on until it's, until it's shining, I guess. And it's just a struggle for them. But in the end, they get something done, and maybe they publish it with a small press or a university press or maybe a big press, or whatever. But then they're done for like a year or two or three. Whereas a writer, like a full-time writer like myself, we just put out the words like crazy. We write at pulp speed, which is, I think, Dean Wesley Smith says there's 3 degrees of pulp, and I think the first is like 1,000 words a day, second is like 2,000, third is 3,000. It's around there. I'm confused a little bit about it, but and we put out a lot of books. I write almost a book a month or the equivalent of that. We don't do a whole lot of rewrites. What you see is what you get. And I find oftentimes that like my first 2 or 3 drafts are like the best. Basically, it's just a matter of taking care of grammar and misspellings and typos and stuff like that. We also will do some journalism. We'll do some freelance writing. We'll just do whatever it takes to make our living by writing. And oftentimes, like the fishing guide who makes his living on the water, what he'll do or she'll do on their day off is go fishing. And so, if I'm not writing for money, I'll find myself, just blown off steam by blogging, or more recently, making videos. So that's basically the difference. I consider authors to be, like the New York State Writers Institute type thing, whereas, writers were more like tradesmen, blue-collar guys. We're in the trenches, banging out our words every day.